Hello guys, today we will be solving a decode hard problem and it has got its name super egg problem. So in this problem, we have been given k identical x and we have got access to a building with n floors labeled from 1 to n. And on that building, there is a floor called f, and that floor may be 0, that may be 1, that may be up to n. And the property of that floor is that if any egg is dropped at that floor, it won't break. It will also not break if it will drop it from the lower floor than f. And if we will try to drop any egg from the floors higher than the floor f, it will break. So what we have to actually find that floor f, but for doing that we have been given only kx. And what and we need to tell what is the sufficient number of moves that can be used to find the value of f. So let's take a look to the constraints. So k is less than equal to 100 and n is less than equal to 10 to the power 4. So basically k into n solution will be able to pass all the test cases. So let's approach the problem. So this problem will look complicated at first, but the problem can be easily simplified if we'll use dynamic programming for solving it. So this dynamic programming can be applied to this problem because this problem may be broken into similar subproblems. So let me show you guys how this problem can be divided into similar subproblems. So suppose we drop the egg from egg floor named x, then two things may happen, the egg was broken and the egg didn't break. So just in case the egg break, just in case the egg broke, so we will be left with k minus 1x and x minus 1 floors. Since we will only need to check the floors below than x, and just in case the floor didn't break, then we are left with kx because we can use that egg, and we will be left with n minus x floors. So these there were some moves. There will be some moves for these two things and these two conditions, and we need to take maximum of these because we have to tell the sufficient number of moves. So we will have to tell for both the cases, and we need to add one because we dropped dropped the egg from floor x. So we had one move. So basically this represent the number of moves required to know. But now we need to tell the minimum number of moves to determine the value of f. We will choose the value of x such that this whole expression is minimized. So if we can see this function, we can say that if the number of floors is larger, then the number of moves required will be also be larger. So since it contains x minus 1, it is a linear function, and since it contains n minus x, it is a so it is basically no, it isn't a linear function. Basically it is an increasing function, and it is also, but since it contains n minus x, it is a decreasing function with respect to x. So at some x, these two functions will cross each other, and we need to find that x. So for finding that x, we may take help of binary search approach. So what we will do, we will first initialize low equals to 1 and high equals to n, and at every mid, and at we will evaluate these two functions at mid, and if the value of this first function at mid will be less than the value of this function at mid, then we will set the mid to low to mid, and if the value of this first function is greater than the second function, then we will set the value of mid to high, and if both will be same, obviously that is the optimal x. So let us try to implement it. So first we will be handling the base cases. So if there is only one egg, we can obviously say that we will need n moves because we will have to check each floor one by one, starting from the lowest floor. And if there are no floors, then we don't need any moves. So these are two base cases. And since these sub problems may be visited more than once, we will store the results. So we will be using unordered map, and I will be mapping int to int, and let us call it top. So what I will be doing, I will be making an integer key with help of k and n to uniquely identify each subproblem. So for making a key, I will multiply n with 200 and will add key to it. So this key will be unique because k has got value less than equal to 100. So anything greater than 100 will do. So first we will be checking whether the problem has been solved earlier or not. So lookup dot find key will tell whether it is present or not. So if it is not present, we can solve it, and if it is present, we can return the answer. So let's start solving it. So first we will initialize low with 1, and then we will initialize high with n, and we will do a while loop until low plus 1 is less than high. So first we will calculate mid, which will be low plus high by 2, and we will be checking. No, since we will need these two expressions, let's first calculate them separately. So I will call the first one num moves 1, and its value will be equal to super add drop k minus 1 and mid minus 1. The other will have value super add drop k and n minus mid. So we will check whether the num moves 1 is less than num moves 2. So just in case it is less than num moves 2, then the low will be equal to mid, and if the reverse happens, so if the reverse happens, we'll set high equal to, and the third possibility is that when both of them will come equal to each other. So in that case, we will do what? We can set low equal to mid, high equals to mid, and break. So after execution of this while loop, we will be left with at max two values. One will be low and one will be high. Both may be equal to each other also after this condition. But yeah, we can calculate this value at each point, low and high, and we can take minimum of them to return the result. So let us write this thing. So lookup dot key will be equal to 1. We are using 1 since we have dropped the egg from the floor x, and then we'll be doing minimum, and then we'll be doing 2 maximum, one at low and one at high. So this will be nothing. This will be like equal to this, comma this, where mid will be replaced by low and high for the two expression. So we only need to replace mid. So you can copy this thing also. So basically, this whole implementation should pass all the test cases, since the complexity is k into n, and k into n is less than equal to 10 to the power 6. So let's try running the test cases. So num moves, yeah, it should be num moves too. Yeah, so this test case is passing. We can submit it. Yeah, so we got success. So thank you guys for attending.